Now, record numbers of people were intercepted attempting to cross the Channel last week, and today the Home Office said a further 18 people attempted the journey. Boris Johnson now wants to review the legal framework to make it harder for people to stay here when they arrive illegally. Dangers faced by those who try and make that journey. Michelle Clifford reports now from Calais.
From our hiding place in the sand dunes, we spot a boat not heading out from Calais, but arriving on its shores. It came in slowly. There was no sound of an engine. The group carry the motor from the vessel and hide behind huts, seemingly uncertain of what to do. As dawn pushes its light into the sky, they leave and we follow. I managed to call out to one man. He is Sudanese and tells me the group tried to cross the channel but got into trouble. The fuel ran out, the engine failed. The smugglers who provided the boat cared nothing for their safety. How much did you all pay?
1,200.
Each person?
Yeah.
And how many on the boat?
Yeah.
How many people?
10 persons.
10 people, and you all paid 1,200 euros?
Yeah.
Okay. The wind and sea carried the boat and its occupants to Blériot Beach west of Calais, but adrift in the darkness, it could so easily have been struck by a large vessel during its 2 hours at sea. The first police officers we've seen on the beach turned up to guard the inflatable until it can be taken away. Local fishermen told us they regularly see boats packed with people run out of fuel in the channel. They say it's not the aim of the smugglers to actually get people to UK shores, but simply into British waters. And those smugglers make more money the more people they pack into every boat. In a wood east of Calais, we find a makeshift camp which dozens of Iraqi Kurds call home as they wait for passage to England. It's where we meet Karzan and his young family. He shows us where they live, primitive by any standard. A week ago, they got into a boat to cross the channel, but Karzan soon realized there were double the number of people on board than there should have been. He and his family jumped off.
The ship is only like 40 person or only like 30 person is going in, but I don't know from who is making the job. 60 person, 70 person put in the boat. It's not good. 70 person for 7 meters, it's not good. That's why we come back.
As French police try to disrupt the trade, they've been breaking up camps and moving migrants on, including from an area known as the jungle, where people took their frustration out on us as we passed through. But the recent success of so many reaching the UK has only fueled the desire for others to follow. We're back at Blériot Beach for a second night, where our thermal imaging camera captures 6 people hiding in the dunes. It's a spot where migrants wait for the call from smugglers to say a boat is coming. This would not be their moment. No boat arrived and they disappeared off into the shadows. Few here doubt they'll be back.
Overhead, an RAF Atlas aircraft patrolled the skies and carried out surveillance of the seas below, scanning for migrant vessels. Some observers feel the time has come to radically change how Britain deals with the migrants.
The only commitment we have to people in the Channel is to take them to a place of safety. What we should be doing is picking them up and I believe taking them to something like a cruise liner. There's plenty of cruise liners stooging around at the moment with nothing to do. I can see 6 out of my window here in Portsmouth just lying off the Isle of Wight. Take them there, quarantine them because of COVID at the moment, give them medical support, process them, and then if they qualify to come to the United Kingdom, then they should be brought to the United Kingdom.
More than 4,000 men, women and children have reached the UK in dinghies so far this year. Around 700 have successfully crossed the Channel since Thursday. And on that one day alone, a record-breaking 235 people made it across. The heatwave has given criminals a clear run at getting as many dinghies across this stretch of water as possible.
Well, you can see the Channel behind me here. The last few days, weather has been absolutely perfect. The sea has been like a mill pond. There hasn't been a cloud in the sky, and those conditions have been ruthlessly exploited by people smugglers.
Britain's immigration minister will meet his French counterpart in Paris this week. They'll both be hoping for a breakthrough that somehow stops scenes like these.